सवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरना, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
संस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Jai Shri Krishna to all esteemed sadhaks present here. On behalf of Gita Pariwar, I, Bhargavi, welcome you all to the world's largest online Gita interpretation session. Let us start today's session by offering salutations at the feet of Lord Krishna and invoking the blessings of Param Pujya Swami Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. Prayer connects us with the divine and nurtures inner strength. So, for prayer, I would like to call Riddhi Sharma Didi. Didi resides in New Delhi. She is a homemaker. She is a commerce graduate. She joined in Gita Pariwar in the year 2020. She is a trainer of L1, L2 and L3. Jai Shri Krishna Didi, I kindly invite you to lead us in prayer.
सभी को सादर जय श्री कृष्ण। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। श्रीकृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरु। सभी को सादर जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Didi, for your sweet and soulful prayer. Deepa Prajwalan symbolizes the dispelling of ignorance and illumination of knowledge and wisdom. It invokes divine blessings and fosters a spiritual atmosphere. For this, I would like to call Manjula Didi. She joined in Gita Pariwar in March 2022. She is a homemaker. Didi is trainer and tech of L1, L2 and L3 and also examiner. Thank you, Didi. I would like to call for the Deepa Prajwalan.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Didi, for your beautiful Deepa Prajalan. We are excited to announce the commencement of 36th batch of our Gita classes. Starting from November 8th, 2024, dive deep into the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita with classes available in 13 languages and across 21 time slots to suit your convenience. Spread this divine message to all your friends and relatives. Motivate them to register and embark on transformative journey of the spiritual knowledge. It's my great honor to introduce our respected speaker for tonight, Shraddha Raodeo Didi, who will guide us through Nyas. Didi resides in Hyderabad. She is a BE Electronics and postgraduate diploma in IT System and Management. She has worked as a mobile application developer and team leader more than 13 years. She is disciple of Param Pujya Swami Shri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. She is conducting Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā classes at her home more than 9 years. She is senior trainer of Gita Pariwar, examiner Vivechak, and heading all class monitoring team. She is dedicated to instilling Indian values in the next generation. It is truly my privilege to introduce our esteemed Shraddha Raodeo Didi tonight. Jai Shri Krishna Didi, I respectfully invite you to take charge of the session, Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhargavi Didi, thank you so much. It was a beautiful start of the session with the beautiful prarthana and the deep prajalan. Let us begin the session by remembering Param Pujya Swamiji, our Gurudev, and Shri Krishna himself. Hari Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranataklishanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krathitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad-Gīte Bhavatveshinim. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Hari Om. Okay. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you. Before we begin, I would like to wholeheartedly congratulate each one of you for successfully completing the level 4 of this entire beautiful divine journey that you had set on. Approximately an year back, we are at the onset of Deepavali. In a week's time, next entire week, we will be celebrating this festival of lights, this festival of enlightenment. And you all are really lucky. Just a week before this enlightening festivals, you have had this enlightening journey You've lit this lamp of knowledge, lit the lamp of enlightenment, and set yourself on a very beautiful path of not only enlightening, also making this life easier. Gita is a vivid grantha. It is a saptashati, as Jnaneshwar Mauli says it. It is just as we say Durga saptashati is sung to it was sung to save from Mahishasura. We all are also gripped by this Moharupi Mahishasura, that is ignorance. And this Saptashati, the 700 shlokas of Gita, is very much for our rescue. I congratulate you all again for having this enlightenment in your lives. We are really the chosen ones to be able to read this Gita. So many people register for the classes. We have upcoming classes to spread across this world, to join these classes. And as people join, not everybody is lucky enough to reach this far. So this definitely calls for a big Abhinandan. And now that you all are aware of what is Bhagavad Gita, how to read Bhagavad Gita, some of you might have already by-hearted, Kanthasthikaran, you might have done. Now we have to do the Hridayikaran. What we have to do, we have to embed it in our lives, in our hearts. Now for embedding something in your hearts, we should be really passionate about it, isn't it? Just knowing how to read Bhagavad Gita is not going to bring in enough passion. What is needed? We have to believe in its greatness. We have to understand its greatness in the first place. And that is this entire activity of Nyas and learning the Gita Mahatmya is going to do. Today's session, we will begin with a procedure of Nyas. When is this Nyas said? If you all are seeing, Gita Ji is in itself a divine grantha. We all know it is the Vangmay Murti of Sri Krishna. Means what? It is a literary incarnation of Sri Krishna himself. He, in the form of his speech, has incarnated himself in this entire Bhagavad Gita. Now, while this incarnation has happened in Bhagavad Gita, is a literary incarnation of Bhagavad Gita, of Sri Krishna himself, it is not really mandatory to do this Nyas process every time you read the Bhagavad Gita. It is not very, very necessary to always say the Nyas before chanting any Shraddha, any particular shloka of Bhagavad Gita. However, if all 18 chapters are sung in one sitting, then there is this, when do we do that? When there is a particular thing that you desire, as an anushtan. What is an anushtan? It is done in praise of something with a purpose. We do this anushtan. When Gita Ji is being read in that way, with that intent, then this Nyas process should be done. So this Nyas is a simple process you all have gone through in the classes also. We will see this entire process of Mahatmya and Nyas in brief in today's session. So let us begin. Now, before we start also, what is the meaning of this word Nyas? Nyas is used in two contexts. One meaning of Nyas, as we use in sannyas, is what? It is giving up. Nyas or sannyas, it means giving up. Now, giving up is not just giving up, also it means safeguarding it somewhere. And another process, another context of the word Nyas is establishing. In this Nyas process that we are going to see, it means establishing of different gods on the fingers and different body parts. So let us begin with what is the process like. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha, Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Now, here when we are reading this entire 18 chapters, all 700 shlokas as a one complete Parayan, it is being said as a mantra. It is a mantra mala. So when this is being said, like some stotra are there, Saptashati part, Ram Raksha stotra, when these stotras are said, there is a particular there are some particular terminologies used with those shlokas. So that we are going to see first. What is being said? Om Asya Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Mala Mantrasya Bhagavan Veda Vyasa Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha. Here, in this particular thing, what is being said, this is very important. Every word of this, if you embed in your hearts, it is going to elevate your understanding of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā also. In this particular first sentence, what it says, it is a mala or a garland of what? Mantra mala, of mantras. Now, what is the speciality of garland? If you see a garland of pearls, each of the pearl is also very, very precious, isn't it? The garland in itself is very precious, but each of the pearls is also equally precious. If it is a garland of flowers, each flower is also very beautiful. Similarly, here it is said Gita is a mantra mala. It is a garland of what? It is a garland of mantras. Mantras in itself are very powerful. What is the definition of mantra? Mananat trayate iti mantra. See, what is the power of mantra? Mananat trayate. What does it mean? Just by contemplation, just by concentrating your thoughts on it, a person is able to sail through this samsara sagar, through this materialistic world. That is the importance of what? The mantras. And now this is not just one mantra. It is a mantra mala. So many mantras together. Gita mantra mala, Gita mala mantrasya Bhagavan Veda Vyasa Rishi. Who is the Rishi of this mantra mala? It is Bhagavan Veda Vyas. The Rishi is the one who has attained the knowledge. Now, Rishi, don't just take this as somebody who has created or written down. That is a very small thing. Anybody can create or write it down. But what is the speciality of being a Rishi? They have united with God by their thoughts, by their chintan, by their spirituality. They are united with God. And that is the importance of being a Rishi. And so, Bhagavan Veda Vyasji is not just the author of Mahabharat or Gita ji, he is the Rishi. So Maharshi Veda Vyas, Bhagavan Veda Vyas ji was supreme amongst the knowledgeable ones. If you see the 10th chapter you have learned, Shri Krishna has also given his Vibhuti to Bhagavan Veda Vyas. And that is why he is considered a knowledgeable one, and he is considered the Rishi of this entire Mantramala. And what is the meter for this? Meter, that is the way it is sung. The primary chanda or meter is Anushtup. You all know it is the one with 16 characters in one line. Each quartet has 8 characters. Then Shri Krishna Paramatma Devata, the God, the supreme Devata of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is who? Shri Krishna himself. Here the word comes Devata. What is the word? Devata is a very, see, we say Dev. Easily we say. You have to understand the importance. Div, it is coming from the root word div. Div means enlightening. The enlightening, guiding force of this entire mantramala is who? Shri Krishna, Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is Paramatma Devata. Paramatma, Devon ke bhi Dev. He is the God. He is the entire God for this entire divine text. He is Shri Krishna. Now, this Shri Krishna is the Devata, and he has said this entire Bhagavad Gita for whom? For Arjun. How was Arjun? He was grief-stricken. He was in a delusion. He was stuck by grief, by ignorance. Now, this entire discourse is initiated by Shri Krishna for what? For enlightening the grief-stricken Arjun. Who is the root cause for this entire grief, entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? It is the grief-stricken Arjun, the grief of Arjun, the vishad that he has done, the lament that Arjun has done. It is the root, it is the seed of this entire Bhagavad-Gītā. And this seed is responsible for this tree. We all are also in this life. We go through a lot of sufferings. The sufferings are in leaps and bounds. There is entire tree is grown out of this suffering. But what is the seed of that tree? What is the seed of that suffering? It is the lament. And this lament or this ignorance forms what? The seed of this entire Bhagavad Gita also. That is what is said in the next shlok. Ashocananvashocastvam prajnavananscha bhashase iti bijam. Bijam means the seed. Now this we all know, it is the 11th shlok, which means that you are lamenting about something that doesn't deserve to be lamented about. And what you are saying, and you are talking like an expert, this is our situation also. We also feel we know everything. We also sometimes get into this notion as if we know everything. There is nothing that we need to know, and we are very confident of what? Our ignorance. That is the seed of all the grief that we also undergo. So that is why Ashochanam Vashochastam Prajnavadansha Bhashase, it is the seed of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And the seed is growing into a tree. But what is it that can completely root out this tree of ignorance? Is a Shakti. It is a divine energy. And what is that energy in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja iti shaktihi. Here Shri Krishna is guiding us to do what? Come take refuge in me. Sarvadharman parityajya. This shlok details you have already seen in the second chapter's interpretation. What does it mean? Don't worry about what is dharma, what is adharma. Leave all worries of dharma and adharma. And do what? Take my refuge. Come and take my refuge. Now this thing about ashrita, ashray means taking a complete refuge, taking shelter in the advice, in the divinity of Shri Krishna. He has mentioned at multiple places in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Mama Shrityayatantite, Mameva ye prapadyante, Mamupashritaha. So many places this word ashrita is used. Why? He is telling everywhere. This is the root, this is the crux of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. The refuge under Shri Krishna is the basic energy that can help us have Bhagavad Gita in our lives. That is the Shakti of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. We also have to at this point remember one thing, that the entire Bhagavad Gita, this advice, this discourse has started from which shlok? Ashochanam Vashochastam, the second chapter, 11th shlok. Shankaracharya ji says that actual Gita starts from here only. He starts his bhashya also from that shlok itself. Now, this is the place where Shri Krishna has started. When has this shlok came? When Arjun said, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava prachhami tvam dharma samudha chetaha, when he accepted that he is grief stricken. And then when he says, Shishyasteham shadiman tvam prapannam, I have taken refuge. Prapannam is what? I have taken refuge in you. Only when Arjun said that, Arjun agreed that I have taken a complete refuge in you, that Shri Krishna has started this discourse. So the ultimate refuge in Shri Krishna is what? Is the key. It is the divine energy of the Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And then after this, what is the key? What is the key lakam? The key to obtain the liberation from this world lies in taking refuge, and this ashvasan, there is a assurance from Shri Krishna. What he says, ahantva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha iti kilakam. This is the ultimate key to liberation. What is it? The ultimate assurance from Shri Krishna, you don't worry, I am there to liberate you. Ma shucha, don't worry. This is the ultimate assurance, which is the liberating key from this entire world. And then it is followed by what? The entire process of Nyas, using all these 5 fingers. Our 5 fingers have different names: Angushtha, Tarjani, Madhyama, Anamika, Kanishtika. On these fingers, first the process of Nyas means establishing gods. We have seen this entire Bhagavad Gita is aimed towards antarbahya shuchita. We have seen the outside. From outside we know by our intellect that it is going to cleanse us. But when we are reading it as an anushtan, when we are doing it, reading it as a puja, then what we have to do, not only be clean from outside but also be pious, Shuddha from within. And this Shuddhata is going to come from what? From the mantras itself. So this entire process of cleansing our physical body parts is done by the help of mantras itself. And for this entire process of Nyas starts. The first part of the Nyas is what? Is the Kara Nyas. There are different processes with you. Kara means hands. So first is the Kara Nyas. Sorry. The Karanyas, for the Karanyas also starts from Nachainang. All these shlokas are basically very simple shlokas. These you have learned, most of them in this Karanyas are the shlokas from the second chapter. These are the shlokas from the Atma related shlokas. See what we are basically doing. We are establishing gods on our fingers. Where is the first station of this God? It is in our Atma. When Jnaneshwar Mauli also say Om Namo Ji Radhya, when he starts with prayer, the first thing that he is praying is what? He is praying the Atma Swarup, the Paramatma Swarup within us. The Paramatma there is worship. All these shlokas which talk about the greatness of Atma are used as mantras for purification of our hands. Now, first one. Nachainang kledayantyapur sorry. Nainang chindanti shastrani nainandahati pavaka ityangushtabhya namaha. By this, the thumb is purified. The shlok is very simple. We have seen it in the second chapter that the Atma Swarup, it cannot be destroyed by the shastras, by any weapons. It cannot be burned by the fire. Nachainang kledayantyapur nashoshayati bharuta iti tarjanibhya namaha. This also very easy. The Atma Swarup, it cannot be wetted by the fire, wetted by water. It cannot be dried up by the wind. Achedyo yamadahyo yamakledyo shoshyaivacha iti madhyamabhya namaha. The middle finger. We are remembering this property of Atma Swarup, that it cannot be hit by the weapons. It cannot be destroyed by the weapons. It cannot be dried by the wind. By remembering, it cannot be burnt by the fire. We are establishing the Atma Swarupa Paramatma on the Madhyama, that is a middle finger. Nitya Sarvagata Sthano Rachaloyam Sanatana Ityanamikabhya Namaha. Anamika is the ring finger. By saying this shloka and remembering that this Paramatma is how he is the Nitya Swarup. How is his Swarup? How is his form? He is eternal. And Sarvagatas, he is present everywhere. And he is Achala. He cannot be deviated from his position. He is eternal. Sanatana. He has always been there. From the time when the time started until the time is going to end, he is always going to be there. Pashyame partharupani shatashotha sahasrasha iti kanishthikabhya namaha. In the 11th chapter, where Shri Krishna is showing, look at my different forms. Nana vedani divyani nana varnakritini cha iti karatala karaprishtabhya namaha. Karatala is the white part of our hands and karaprishta is the part where the nails are, or the back side where the nails are visible. These parts are purified by this particular shlok. And then begins the Hridayadinyasa. When this Hridayadinyasa is done, there are 6 parts which are purified again. Hridaya, that is the heart. First, by remembering the beautiful shlokas from the 2nd chapter, 11th chapter, this purification is also done. You have seen these meanings in those particular chapters, and we have to see the Gita Mahatmya in detail. So we'll just go through these Hridayadinyas once, just read them through. And the shlokas are same as the ones we have set for the Karanyasa. Nainain chandanti shastrani nainandahati pavaka iti hridayaya namaha. We are moving down to what? The heart. See, heart has to be there. When you are reading Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, by mouth you are reading, you're focusing by your eyes, you're focusing by the intellect. But if your mind is, your chitta, your heart is somewhere else, then it is not going to. What Shri Krishna says, you have to mano buddhir, you have to you have to dedicate your man and your intellect, both your mind and your intellect. Mind is where it's the heart. Basically, we have to bow down and pray to the heart. Purify your heart with a clean mind. We have to try to read this entire Bhagavad Gita. Nachainam kledayantyapo nashoshayati maruta iti shirase swaha. The forehead, the head. We again, by the shloka of this, we have to we purify our forehead. Achedyo yamadahyo yam shoshya vachaiti shikaya shikaya. Shika is a place where the choti is there, the Brahmins put that. Then that is also a very pious body part. And so with the help of mantras, we are doing its purification. Nitya sarvagatasthanu rachaloyam sanatana iti kavachayahum. This entire Bhagavad Gita, see, like we have a Rama Raksha Stotra. How it is like a kavach, it is being used. This entire Bhagavad Gita is, as we have seen, a literary incarnation of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is very much present in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā in the form of different letters. He has also said, see, very beautiful thing about Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, one small. He in Vibhuti Yoga, he says, Aksharanam akarosmi. Akar, the akshar, letter A, is what Shri Krishna says, it is my vibhuti. So many places it is there. Now, how Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, where the discourse is starting from the 2nd chapter, 11th shlok. Ashochan and Vashochasvam. That also starts with what? Akar. It is being said to whom? Arjuna. That also starts with Akar. So important. Every letter is pious. Every letter of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is pious. So when you are saying that it is this pious entire Bhagavad Gita, everywhere Shri Krishna is present, and when we are reading it as a Parayan, we are creating a kavach around ourselves with the help of these mantras. This kavachayahum, this entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā as a kavach, the environment is created as a kavach around us. Kavach means what? It will protect us from what? The negative energies, the negative aura, the negative environment. Then pashyame partharupani shatashodha sahasrasha iti netratrayaya vaushad. Both the two, there are 3 eyes. 2 are the physical eyes through which we see. We will be reading, but unless our 3rd eye, which is the Jnana Chakshu, which is responsible for what? This knowledge being absorbed, where we put the tilak. Very important to put the tilak also. Because our Jnana Chakshu, we have to ensure that that is also pious until and unless it is ready to absorb what Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is offering. Unless it is ready to absorb, we will not be able to inculcate its teachings, its preachings in our lives. So that is also made pious. Nana vedani divyani nana varna kritini chaiti astraya phat. Again, with this particular shlok, what we are doing, we are creating an aura around ourselves to protect ourselves, to ensure that we are remaining in a pious environment, and then we will begin our part. How is this part? Shri Krishna Prityarthe Jape Viniyogaha. Shri Krishna Prityarthe. Jape viniyogaha. Now understand what is the meaning of this particular word viniyoga. Viniyoga means joined. Now, when when this entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is being said, it is said to what? To please Sri Krishna himself. It is being said to it is being said to get his blessings. Sri Krishna Preetyarte, get his Preeti. That is one way to get his love. Basically, we are trying to see this, say this, chant this entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So this entire part, we are beginning, Pathe Vini Yoga, we are beginning this chant to be united with Sri Krishna. Vini Yoga means we all know that it is united. We are starting this part to get what? The Preeti, to make him happy, to appease him, to make him happy. We are starting this path. Vini Yoga basically means what? The spiritual application of this entire gesture is the meaning of this word Vini Yoga. And the main objective is to appease Sri Krishna. We wish that we always remain devoted to Sri Krishna, and that is the entire reason why we are doing this path. After reminding ourselves of what? Of this, we start the prarthana. The prarthana first of what? Of what we are reading. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is also our Mata. This Mata means our mother. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is responsible not only for enlightening, and we have to treat her as a mother. And this very beautiful emotion is expressed in the first shlok that we are going to see now. Om Pathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanina Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayini Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad-Gīte Bhavatveshinim. In praise of our mother Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, this beautiful shlok is sung. To get Bhagavad Gita in our lives, see what Swamiji says, Gita padhe padhai jeevan mein laaye. When you want it to come in your life, what is that right emotion with what we should be able to see Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? It is that emotion which is expressed in this particular chapter, in particular shlok. See her as your mother. How is a mother? Abodh balak. How is a abodh balak? Innocent child. Doesn't know how to live in this world. Who is the first one to hold the hand and show the path? Who is the one who is holding the hand, teaching them to walk, stand, balance themselves? Who is the first one? It is the mother. This way, Bhagavad Gita is the mother who is going to help us balance in our lives, help us stand in our lives. She will help us walk in our lives. And with this emotion, when we look at Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, she is there for our enlightenment. And how is she? Partha. How was she said? Parthaya Pratibodhitam. She has appeared to enlighten and help Partha, that is Arjun. And by whom it is being said? Bhagavan Narayan himself has said it. And who has written it down for us, penned it out for us? Bhagavan Veda Vyasa Rishi, who is an ancient, intelligent, intellectual Rishi. And where? Right in middle of the of Mahabharat. It is in the 9th parv, as we all know. And how it is? What does it shower on us? Advaitamrita. It is the Amrit. Amrit of what? Advaita. What is this Advaita? Means me and my God are not different. Dvaita means two. Advaita means there is no difference between the two. It is helping us unite with our God, with the Parampita Paramatma. And how it is? It is Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini. We all know Ashtadashadhyayini. It has 18 chapters. And how you are, hey Amba, Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad-Gīte Bhavatveshini. This last word, Anusandadhami, I am trying to follow you. I want to be, I want to follow you and understand what? Bhavatveshini. Here the word is Bhava. Bhava means what? The one who is originating. This entire world is bhava because it is created. And dveshini, now here don't say that it is, don't assume that it will mean hatred. Dvesha doesn't really mean hatred. It is also dislike, distaste. Basically it is going to help you in what? It is going to create a distaste. It is going to teach you how to detach yourself from the world around you. That is the meaning of this word bhavatveshini. So what do I do? Hey mother, I contemplate on your teachings. I am contemplating this your teaching so that I can be free. I will be free from whom? From this entire world. And then because of whom we have got this entire Bhagavad Gita in our lives, it is Bhagwan Vedavyas. So first we bow down to Sri Bhagwan Vedavyas ji. And in praise of Bhagwan Vedavyas, what is the beautiful prarthana that is saying? Said, Namostate Vyasa Vishala Buddhi Pullara Vindayata Patra Netra येन त्वया वारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः. Namastu te, I bow down to whom? The one who has great wisdom, Vishala Buddhi, the one who has great wisdom. And who is his wisdom? His Pulla Aravinda means like a blossom lotus. How his eyes are like blossom lotus. Now when it is also said like blossom lotuses, this is the physical description because he's Krishna Dvapayan. His eyes are beautiful. But at the same time, we saw some time back how are the eyes? The Jnana Chakshu. His eyes are open. His Jnana Chakshu is open. His eyes are enlightened. And that is also another hidden meaning of this phrase. Then, Yena tvaya bharatataila purnah prajvalito jnanamaya pradeepaha. Now, this is a very beautiful two sentences. It is not only talking about Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, but very important thing about Mahabharat has been said. Mahabharat is like a diya. It is now Diwali festival is coming, isn't it? We all light lamps. What do? We put oil in the lamp and have a wick. Now, how is this Mahabharat? This Mahabharat is the oil of that lamp. So, this is the lamp of light, which is Jnanamaya Pradeepa. It is the lamp of knowledge that is being lit. Just as we light lamps in Diwali, we are also lighting a lamp here, the lamp of knowledge, with the help of oil. Which is that oil? Bharat Taila. Mahabharat is used as the tail, as the oil. Without oil, we cannot light this lamp. Then, Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradeepa. With the help of this oil of Mahabharat, this is being lighting. A lamp of knowledge is lit by Bhagwan Vedavyas. Now we saw the first slok was in praise of Mother Bhagavad Gita. Gita E. Vinoba Bhaveji says Gita E. He has written his entire bhashya, whatever he has written about Gita, it is being called as Gita E. Gita E. I in Marathi means mother. So such a beautiful bhav it is. And Gita E. Vinoba Bhaveji has also written it for his mother because his mother didn't understand Sanskrit. So this entire Bhagavad Gita he has written it in Marathi for his mother with that emotion, and that is why it's a very beautiful literature. And after that emotion we have seen the praise of Bhagwan Vedavyas, and then we have seen Mahabharat, the importance of Mahabharat. Swamiji also says, if you have to understand Bhagavad Gita in the true sense, you have to understand it in the context of Mahabharat. Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharat cannot be separated. If you understand it in the context of Mahabharat, then only you are going to get the right meaning of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And then the Parampita Paramatma. Prapanna parijataya totra vetraika padhaye jnanamudraya krishnaya gitamrata duhe namaha. Prapanna means taking refuge. And the root word here is prapatti. The one who has taken refuge. For him, how are you? You are like a parijat. Parijat is a tree, kalpa vriksha. And you are like a parijat vriksha. This is in praise of Shri Krishna. It is being said to Shri Krishna. What you are saying? What we are saying, that you are like a parijat tree, showering blessings on whom? On the one who has taken refuge in you. And how is the form of Shri Krishna? Totra vetraika parnaye. He has totra. Totra means the lagam, the reins. He's holding the horses of Arjun's chariot. So with one hand he has the reins, and with the other he has the vetra, that is the chapuk, the whip, with him. And how he's sitting? He's sitting in the Jnana Mudra. So he is having Totra Vetreka Parnaye. He is also controlling and keeping the entire world in order, and he is sitting in a Jnana Mudra. While controlling this entire world, he is also in a Jnana Mudra, in a Dhyana Mudra. He is sitting and he's ruling, he's getting this world. And what he has done, Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. See, this Jnana Mudra is very, very important. Scientifically, it is proved to be a stimulant. It stimulates and improves the brain activity. Dhyana Mudra, we all know it is like this. The index finger and the thumb are connected, are joined, and the three fingers are straight. This is the Jnana Mudra. Scientifically, it is proven that this mudra, it stimulates the brain activity. It makes your brain sharper. It helps you to concentrate, and spiritually also this mudra is very important. These three fingers are symbolic of this world around us. This index finger is the Jivatma. And the thumb finger, it in the mudras, it is the Atma, the Paramatma Tattva. The Paramatma, this mudra, so in spiritual context, it joins the Jivatma with the Paramatma and separates it from the world around us. And that is why it is very important for spiritual enlightening also. From both the perspectives, this Jnana Mudra is actual Jnana Vardhini. It will help you concentrate, and Shri Krishna is sitting in this position. So different beautiful forms of Shri Krishna are expressed in this particular shlok. Remember him in all forms and take complete refuge in him, and try to understand this Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. You are the one who has given this Gita Amrit for us, so we bow down to him. And another shlok in praise of Shri Krishna, which we chant every day: Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. It's a very beautiful shlok which depicts both sides of Shri Krishna. One is the Kutumba Vatsal, the family person, Shri Krishna. How is he? He is the Devaki Paramananda. He is the one who is the Paramananda of me. He is the most dearest source of happiness. Literal translation: he is the source of happiness to whom? Devaki Mata. And he is the Vasudeva Sutam. He is the son of Vasudeva. So this is one form. And another one is he's a Kal for the evil ones. Kamsa Chanura Mardanam. Kamsa and Chanur, they are the two demons. He's the destroyer of them. Kamsa Chanura Mardanam. In whatever form you please, you go to him as a Kutumba Vatsal person. If you remember him, he will see you with that love. Kal himself, he is the Kal for the evil ones. In this entire Bhagavad Gita, in the Vibhuti Yoga, also he is saying Kalosmi. So we have read that in the 10th chapter. He's saying, I am the Kal. He's saying, I am the Kal in this battlefield. I have come as a Kal. Kalosmi Kshayakrit Pravruddho. I have come here to engulf everybody. In the 11th chapter also he has said this. So both he has referred him that Kal is my Vibhuti. I am here as a Kal. In the 11th chapter he has mentioned. And so for the evil ones, he is the Kal. And after describing this beautiful shlok in praise of Shri Krishna, we see a very beautiful picturesque description of Mahabharat. Bhishmadrona tata jayadratha jala gandhara nilotpala शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः. How is this Mahabharata? It is an imaginative but a very beautiful description which will aptly help you understand the form of Mahabharata. It is like a river, a very dangerous river flowing between two banks. Who are the two banks of this Mahabharata? Bhishma and Drona. Pitamaha Bhishma is one bank, and the other side, other bank is Dronacharya. And in between these two banks, this river is flowing. And who is the flowing water in between these two banks? It is the kings like Jayadratha. We all know Jayadratha. He had a huge army. And Jayadratha was married to Dushala. That is, she was the sister of Duryodhana. Very materialistic person with a huge army, always behind Sri Krishna and the Pandavas. He is the water flowing in between these two banks. Then Gandhara Nilotpala, Gandhar, the blue lotuses, Gandhara Nilotpala, the blue lilies are making it difficult to cross in between these blue lilies. They're hazardous. And who? The Shakuni. Gandhara here is the Shakuni, are these blue lilies which are making it very difficult to cross this river. And as if it is not enough, Shalyagrahavati krupena vahani karnena velakula. Shalya, the kings like Shalya are like the sharks, are the dangerous shark. In between who he's a driver of Karna, he's holding the chariot of Karna. Because he is the charioteer, it is difficult to win this battle. And krupena vahani varnena ke velakula. Kripacharya, we know Kripacharya, he was also married to sister of Dronacharya. And he's Kripena Vahani. The people like him are giving speed. The speed for this water is coming from people like Kripacharya, Vahani. They are the speed of this water flowing. And Karna, people like Karna was an extremely materialistic person. And he could go to any end to fulfill his materialistic desires. This entire act of misconduct with Draupadi was basically Karna's idea. The idea of killing Abhimanyu by deceit was also was his idea. So he is these Velakula. These are like the powerful tides in this river. Tides, the powerful tides which are making it very difficult to cross this river are the people like Karna, Kripacharya. Then Ashwatthama. Now, as if this much description is not enough, there are more dangerous things in this river. What is that? Ashwatthama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini. People like Ashwatthama. Vikarna Ghora Makara. Crocodiles, dangerous crocodiles. Ghora Makara. These are dangerous crocodiles like Ashwatthama, Vikarna. And Duryodhana. Duryodhana himself is like a whirlpool, a dangerous whirlpool in this river. In this very, very dangerous river, who has managed to cross it? So Tirna Khalu Pandavai. The Pandavas have managed to cross this dangerous river. How? Because they are Kaivartaka Keshava, because their boatman, who was the one who was steering their boat, it is Keshava. Our Sri Krishna is steering them through this dangerous river. After this description, there is a beautiful shlok, Parasharya again. Now this is the physical story, the physical description, the story entirely in a summary has been given in a form of a picture. Now what is it that we get from this Mahabharat, Bharata Pankaja. Now, not only this, this is a dangerous river, and how, with the help of Keshava, we can steer through it. After that, something very important from Mahabharat. What is it that we can take from Mahabharat is beautifully described in the next shloka. Parasharya vachas saroja mamalam Geetartha gandhotkatam नानाख्यानक केसरं हरिकथा संबोधना बोधितं लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे. Parasharya Parasharya Putra. See, we know we saw initially Vasudev's son Vasudev. So we all should know Bhagwan Veda Vyasji was son of Parashar Muni and Satyavati. So because son of Parashar Muni is Parasharya Vachas. Parashar Muni is Parasharya. He has given this beautiful lotus. Saroja Mamalam. The Gita, Sarojam Hamalang Gita, the Gandhotkatam. Now this Gita, the fragrance of Gita. This is, just imagine this entire Gita is the fragrance of this beautiful lotus. This entire Mahabharat, which is created by Bhagwan Veda Vyasji, it is said as a Bharata Pankaja. Assume that this is a lotus. And what is the fragrance of this Mahabharat? This lotus fragrance of this Mahabharat, it is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And then there are these kesar, small pollens, the kesar, which are what? Harikatha. There are a lot of different stories of what? Of Hari, of Sri Hari, stories that impart knowledge. They are in the form of the Nana Khyanaka. Khyanak means the different stories of whom Harikatha. They are the pollens of this beautiful lotus. And who are attracted to this lotus? We know honeybees. They have how many legs? 6 legs. So Shatpadai. Shatpadai is 6 legs. So who are these honeybees attracted to this lotus? Shatpadai raha raha. They are the good people. Loke Sajjana, the good people, the ones who want their own progress, they want their own unnati, they are like the honeybees who are attracted to this lotus of Mahabharat. Shatpadairaharaha pepiyaman namuda. So these are the people who are attracted to Mahabharat. So this is now see, everywhere else we have seen what is the word that is used, the Kamala. Such words are used. Now here the adjective of the name of lotus that is used is Pankaja. What is the meaning of Pankaja? Pankaja is lotus, we all know. But why the name Pankaja? Because it is born in what? In slush, in wet mud. It is dirty, isn't it? But in that, out of the ignorance of, there's so many things in Mahabharat, we see all different type of personalities. Everything that we see around in this world is there in Mahabharat. In that, there is this Pankaj. In this entire, so Pankaj is the beautiful, even it destroys the dirt of Kali Yuga. That is why. So it is born in the panka, that is in the mud. It is born in the panka, that is why it is pankaja. Similarly, Kali Yuga. The dirt of Kali Yuga will be there. But in that, what is the pankaja? Which is going to be, what is that attractive thing in this? It is the Mahabharat. And this is the Kalyankari. It is the one which is going to help us steer through. It is because with the fragrance of Bhagavad Gita from this lotus, we are going to be able to steer through this world. And this all can happen. You learn as much Mahabharata as you want, learn as much Gita as you want. Unless there is Shri Krishna Kripa, nothing can happen. And what can happen by the blessings of Paramatma? Mukam karoti vachalam pangvallangayate girim. Yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam. What is not possible by kripa of Madhava? A dumb person can start talking. Somebody as ignorant as me is trying to talk on Bhagavad Gita. That is also Kripa of Shri Krishna. Pangmal Langayate Girim, somebody who is not in a position to walk or is handicapped will be able to cross mountains also with your Kripa. What is it that is not possible? Paramananda Madhavam. You are the Paramananda. I bow down to you. And after that, we start the Gita Mahatmya. See, again, how beautifully this entire structure of Learngeeta. After learning all 18 chapters, now we have seen not only the 18 chapters, not only can you read them, you have also gone through the interpretation sessions of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And you have understood how important it is, how beautiful it is, how deep it is. And after understanding the depth, we have to see the greatness of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And once we understand the greatness of it, then it becomes easier for us to follow it. Only now we have learned it. Now understand understand its greatness, because only when you know its greatness, you are going to pursue it for the entire lifetime. Every day, remind yourself of how great Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is and how lucky we are to get connected with it. So let us see all the beautiful shlokas of Gita Mahatmyam. Atha Gita Mahatmyam Gita Shastramidam Punyai Yav Pate Prayatah Puman Vishnoh Padamavapnoti Bhayashokadivarjitah. Gita Shastramidam. Now, Gita ji is, see what all things we have learned in about Bhagavad Gita. Just recollect all the adjectives. Gita, mantra mala, it is a mantra mala, it all mantras. Then we have seen Advaita Amrita Varshinim, it is showering the Amrit of nectar of Advaita on us. Now here we see it is not only spiritually, Gita Shastra, it is also a great scripture, it is also a great science. Gita Shastramidam Punyam, it is something, it is a Shastra which is going to give you what? It is going to help you earn lot of good deeds. Punya. Yav Pate Prayatah Puman Vishnu Padamavapnoti Bhayashokadi Varjitah. The first two shlokas of of this Gita Mahatmya, they are talking about people who are reading Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. The first shlok says, the one who reads, Yav Pathet Prayatah Praman. Prayatah means with full efforts, taking appropriate efforts. The one who is reading it, a determined person, diligently reading Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā will attain what? Vishnu Padamavapnoti. He will attain the unition with Vishnu. And how he will be? He will be free from fear and grief. We always have fear of the past, and grief of the past, fear of the future is always there. What will happen? Will I be successful? All these things. I earned so much money. Will I be able to retain it? And if it is gone, there is grief. Arey, chala gaya. When we are young, we are very proud of how we look, and then now beauty is lost, money is lost. There is grief. But Bhagavad Gita is going to free us from this fear and grief. That is why Vishnu, and also going to unite us with Vishnu Pada. What is Vishnu Pada? The feeling that me and God are not separate. That is the Vishnu Pada. And another thing, the one who is not, the first one was for the one who is reading, and the one who continues reading and is studying Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, trying to inculcate in its life. For them, what is being said? Gita Dhyana Shilasya Pranayama Parasya Cha Naiva Santihi Papani Purvajanma Kratani Cha. This Gita Dhyana, how it is? The one who is doing it, Gita Dhyana and Pranayama. Pranayama is a form of yoga. What is yoga? When you are studying it and also performing different yoga practices and doing pranayama and performing different yoga, you will be able to understand Bhagavad Gita, get it in your lives. आत्मसात करेंगे. This will be inculcated in your lives. It will become an indistinguishable part of your life when Bhagavad Gita is read in a proper way. It is read in the form that it is brought in your life in the form of yoga and pranayam. When you study Bhagavad Gita like that, there will be, our conscience will be clear. Naiva santihi papani, all the bad deeds that have happened, all the pap, all the sins that have happened by our this, that will gradually get washed off. Purva janma kritani cha, even if those are done in the previous birth, gradually they will start getting washed off. And not only that, how do you wash it off? How do we wash off? How do we cleanse? That process also we should know. Shri Krishna, this Adi Shankaracharya explains in the next shlok. Malane mochanam pongsain jalasnanandine dine sakrat geetambhasisnanam samsara malanashanam. So you read Bhagavad Gita so that you can get united with Vishnuji. You have to read and study Bhagavad Gita on a continuous basis so that your old sins are washed off. But how is this washed off? Every day when we are moving around, there is dirt which is accumulating on us or not. Yes, we take a bath every day, isn't it? We take a bath every day. Now, today I have done bath, and tomorrow if we don't take bath for 3-4 days, it's going to do no. Why? Because every day the dirt is accumulating. Diwali is coming, no? Now, what do we do before Diwali, all ladies? Diwali ki safai we do, isn't it? We have to clean our houses. Every corner is cleaned. Every corner of the houses is cleaned. That is one big activity for the entire year. Once that Diwali ki safai we all do. Now, if we clean our house and only if we decide, okay, ab Diwali ki safai karte hai na, now no need to clean the entire year. Is that okay? No, that cleaning of house has to be done every day. Only Diwali Safai is not going to help you keep it clean for the entire year. We have to clean your house every day, every week, every month, once deep cleaning, and then special cleaning on Diwali. That much we do to keep our houses clean. To keep this house clean and pious, we have to do bath every day to keep it clean from inside. For our thoughts have to be kept clean. What we have to do? Maladermochanam pomsain jalasnanam dine. Like that, we have to do Geetambhasisnanam, Sakrat Geetambhasisnanam, Samsara Malanashanam. Just by living in this world, he said this to me, she said that to me, they have become richer, I didn't get promotion, etc. etc. There are so many things which are doing what? Knowingly or unknowingly, they are creating dirt on our mind, on our hearts, on our thoughts, on our attitude, on our devotion, on everything, on our intellect. Everything is getting what? It is getting unclean. It is getting dirty. So what we have to do? Take a bath with Gita shlokas every day. Just cleaning once in a year cleaning is not enough for houses. Once in a year bath, once in a month bath is not enough for keeping our houses clean. For our intrinsic cleaning, for our spiritual cleaning, just chanting Bhagavad Gita on, say, one day, Ekadashi, I will chant all shlokas. Then no need to chant entire month. That is not going to help. At least one shlok every day. There should not be any day when you do not read Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Eknath Maharaj says what? Roz ek tari ovi anubhavavi. He doesn't say read. Anubhavavi means experience it. So not only reading Bhagavad-Gītā, experience each shlok, at least one charan every day. Small charan, if we say, Mahyarpitamano buddhir, one charan, contemplate on it, experience it, bring it in your lives every day, even one if we do, we will be gradually cleaning ourselves from this dirt, dust of the world around us. Further, Gita Sugita Kartavya Kimanyai Shastra Vistaraihi Ya Swayam Padmanamasya Mukha Padmadvinisrita. The Padmanabh, who is the one from whose navel the lotus has come. that is Padmanabh, Sri Vishnu himself. So he has himself said this, Bhagavad Gita. God knew in Kali Yuga, these people are not going to have time. This, you see how everything has speed. There are bullet trains, smartphones, everything is, become very fast. Smart vehicles, everything has come. Everything is smart. So Shri Krishna gave us a smart book. For what? Smart learning, so that you can get all these techniques in your life and live a very smart intellectual life. Lead a very hassle-free life. For that, Shri Krishna himself has given us. So what is our job? Gita Sugita Kartavya. Read it beautifully every day. Bharatamrita sarvasvam Vishnor Vaktradvinisritam Gita Gangodakam Pitva Punarjanmana Vidyate. By learning this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, there is no Punarjanma. Now we know not to take it in a real sense. The understanding, the experience that I am not this body, I am not this deha, but what am I? I am the Ansh of Parampita Paramatma. I am the Atma, which is Adahaya, Ashoshya. I cannot be destroyed, Achedya. I am that Atma. This knowledge we get from what? From this entire Bhagavad Gita, which has come from the mouth of Sri Vishnu himself. So this Gita Gangodakam Vidva, when we are taking this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in ourselves, then we will be very closer to this experience that we are not this body, and that experience will make us realize what? Punarjanmana vidyate. Then Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana Patho Vatsasudhir-bhokta Duktam Geetamritam Mahat. How is this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? Another beautiful picture is in front of us. Sarvopal, just imagine all Upanishads together are the cow. And who has milked this cow for us? The Gopal. Gopal is who? Shri Krishna himself. He has taken care of all the cows. See, Shri Krishna, when he came in this world, he could have stayed without doing nothing, but in every phase of his life, he has been very, very active. He has been a Gopal, taking care of all the cows. And he has milked from this cow who's in the form of all Upanishads. If we assume that they have taken a form of a cow, Gopala, this Krishna, has milked it for us, and what he has given us, the Amrit of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And for whom he has milked it? For Partha, that is Arjun. And what human beings have this nature, no? The cow will give milk for its vatsa, for its calf, but we go in between and drink it. Here also the cow, Upanishada cow, has given milk for Arjun, but we all also are going to be benefited from that. So this is another beautiful description of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. And because he is the one who has given us this Bhagavad Gita, in his praise, the Gita Mahatmya ends with a very beautiful shlok in praise of Shri Krishna. Ekam shastram devaki putra gita meko devo devaki putra heva. Eko mantrastasya namani yani karma kantasya devasya seva. Such a beautiful shlok. Eka Shastra, what is the ultimate scripture ever? The Shastra of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, that has come from Devaki's son, Mata Devaki's son. Eko Devo, the ultimate God of all gods is Shri Krishna himself. Eko mantrastasya namani yani. In Mahabharat also, Hari Nam is there is a big story. We will not go into it, but it is said for Kali Yuga, what is that one thing that is going to take care of all the problems? The Hari Nam is going to sail you through this entire world. Eko mantras tasya nam. His name is like a mantra. And one ultimate, we have to do a lot of karma. Karma is very important, but what is the ultimate karma? His seva. serving Shri Krishna himself. So do not miss, and we are very blessed to be in Learngeeta, that we are not only getting to do Krishna Bhakti, we worship Krishna at our homes, we are also getting to do the seva of Gita Mata and do the seva of Shri Krishna himself. And after saying this, after understanding the importance of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, we contemplate upon that form of Shri Krishna. What is the entire crux of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? To be united with God, take ultimate refuge in that God. But we are what? We are embodied people. We are imprisoned in this body. Our thinking, our imagination cannot go beyond this body, and then we bring out a beautiful form of Shri Krishna. We need some form to contemplate on. If I say I will just contemplate upon that Nirguna Tattva, on that divine energy, it is not possible. We need a beautiful form. And the next two shlok help us do that contemplation. Atha Dhyanam. Dhyana means concentrate upon whom? That form of Parampita Paramatma, or form of Sri Hari Vishnu, that we will contemplate upon. And keeping his image in our mind, we have to start the part of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Don't forget what is the main intent. Nyas, Gita Mahatmya, all this is in the praise of Shri Krishna. We are going to sing the entire 18 chapters, isn't it? For that, what should be the main center of our focus? When you sing Bhagavad Gita, what should be the center of your focus? Apna dhyan kaha hona chahiye? Where should you be concentrating? We should be concentrating on Shri Krishna, on Shri Hari, Shri Vishnu. So the dhyan mantras are what? Are in the praise of Shri Krishna himself, or in Shri Vishnu himself. Atha dhyanam shantakaram bhujagashayanam padmanavam suresham vishwadharam gagana sadrusham meghavarnam shubhangam Lakshmīkāntam kamalanayanam yogibhirdhyanagamyam vande Vishnum bhavabhayaharam sarvalokaikanātham. Imagine this Bhagavan Vishnu, how he is Shantakaram. He is the one who is resting on this Bhujagashayanam. He is resting on what? On the great serpent, from whose navel this lotus has come. This is sung in the prayer of, in praise of Lord Vishnu, whose, when you look at his face, when you imagine his face, it is very peaceful, Shantakaram, it is peaceful. He is lying on we all know, his Shaiya is the Bhujagashayanam. He's lying on the serpent, and from his navel a beautiful lotus is coming, where all the gods, Brahmaji is seated there, and he is Vishwadhara. He is the one who is supporting this entire universe. Gagana Sadrisham, the sky has no limits. Similarly, his form is also endless. We cannot say from here he is starting and there it is ending. No, it is a big form. Gagana Sadrisham, he's the omnipresent, like the sky, he is present everywhere. Meghavarnam Prabhangam, his complexion, beautiful, like the clouds, his complexion is Lakshmīkāntam Kamalanayanam. He is the one whom Lakshmi Mata is always serving. He is the husband of Mata Lakshmi. Kamalanayana, his eyes are so beautiful, and how this is a dhyana mantra. When we are doing dhyan, we see how our gurus have done dhyan, how the yogis have done dhyan. All the yogis are going where? Dhyana gamyam. By their dhyan, by their concentration, where do they go? They are going to Vishnu. Yogi bhir dhyana gamyam. All the yogis are concentrating upon him by the means of their dhyan, by the means of their contemplation. They are also thinking about Shri Vishnu, Vande Vishnu. So I also bow down to this Vishnu, who is what? Who is going to take away all the fears from me, all the grief from me. Bhava Bhaya Haram Sarvalokaikanātham. He is the ultimate Swami. He is the ultimate divine God of the entire lokas of everybody, he is the Swami. And the next one, Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangapadakramopaniషadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. This is such a beautiful shloka. Everybody is trying to understand him. When we are imagining the Shantakaram and all his form, we are thinking we are trying to understand him. We are seeing how this entire form is so big, so huge that we cannot understand, we cannot see his all shades are there in his form. He's a beautiful form, and how he is, nobody is able to understand. Yam Brahma Varuni, Brahma, Varuna, Rudra, Maruta, all are singing his praise. Tunvanti Divyaistavar, all are singing his divine praises. And Vedaihi, all the Vedas also sing his praise. Everybody, the Upanishadas, Sanga Pada Kramopanishadai, but the Samaveda, we all know Samaveda is a Veda of music. It is in praise of all different compositions it has in praise of Sri Hari. It and musical compositions, beautiful. All are dedicated to what? To Sri Vishnu. But even after all this, nobody is able to understand what? Before that one line is the Dhyana avasthita tadgatena manasa. Here in this Dhyana avastha, we are all trying to achieve him. And all the yogis, Pashyanti and Yogino, we also are doing the Anusmaran. We are also going to do that. Yogis are also, with the means of their Dhyana, are going in this direction. They are also trying to contemplate upon Bhagavan Vishnu. But all this also, his Yasyantas Navidu. Nobody knows the entire form. Naviduhu, Viduhu means knowing. Nobody knows. Sura, Asura, everybody, Deva, Gana, all of them. Nobody knows his entire form in totality. Though all Vedas, Upanishads, Samaveda, all are singing the praise of this God, but still nobody completely knows him. To such a God, Devaya Tasmai Namaha, I am going down to such a God. When we understand all this, don't just say this for the sake of saying. Only when we also contemplate upon this God and then sing this entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Now it is up to you. You can say Gita Mahatmya before the Bhagavad Gita part, which should be said before also. So after reading entire Bhagavad Gita, we are more convinced of the greatness of Parampita Paramatma. Some people also chant it again after the Gita part also. Now in this entire Bhagavad Gita part, there is a possibility that something or the other could go wrong, because no matter, Sanskrit is our Matrubhasha's Matrubhasha. So mother tongue's mother, she is. Even with that, we are not very fluent with Sanskrit, and it is such a perfect language that if you a little bit also, if you make Rasva becomes Dirgha, the meaning is changing. Nirmana becomes Nirmana in our Ucharan, the entire meaning changes of the shloka. So that is the beauty of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. So we insist on what? Correct pronunciation. We should try our best to say the entire Bhagavad Gita in correct form, in its most correct way. Even with best possible efforts, there is a possibility that there could be something that might go wrong. Some ucharan might get wrong, because Sanskrit Bhasha is cliche. It is very easy if you will, but we assume that it is difficult and end up making mistakes. In our entire Gita part, there is a possibility that some errors have happened. So after saying this, doing the Nyas, after saying the Gita Mahatmya, after reading all 18 chapters, hey Krishna, if there has been any mistakes in my chanting, we should seek forgiveness and offer prayers to Shri Krishna himself. So we offer prayers, and we have already offered all the prayers to him. And at the end of Parayan, what do? We sing a Kshama Yachana, Kshama Prarthana we are singing. Yasya smritya chana moktya tapo yajna kriyadishu Nyūnam sampurnataṃ yāti sadyo vande tamachyutam. After saying entire 18 chapters, I told we have to offer our prayers. Huh? Yasya smritya, just by offering praise. Again here, a very beautiful shlok in praise of Sri Hari is being said. Achyutam, in praise of Sri Krishna is being said. What is being said about him in this particular shlok? Just by remembering his name, Yasya smrityacha namoktya, just by saying his name, just by remembering him, what happens? All tapa, yagnya, kriya, all these are getting completed. So, Nyunam Sampurnatayati, all are getting completed by just remembering you. So, I bow down to you. Sadhyo Vande Tamachyutam. But in this entire prarthana, this is Gita, you are reading, it is also like a yagna only you are doing. In this, if there has been Yadaksharpada Prashtam Matrahi Naincha Yad Bhavet Tat Sarvam Shamyatan Deva Narayana Namostute Visarga Bindu Matrani Padapadaksharaణि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि kramasva parameshwara. If there has been any akshar has gone wrong, matra, zir, garasva, anything has gone wrong, please forgive me. Tat sarvam kshamyatam. Please forgive all my mistakes. Hey Narayana, please forgive. If there are any problems in my visarga bindu, the dots, anuswara, all these we all know, all four, you have completed all 4 levels. So if there are any mistakes in any of my padaksharani in saying all these letters, if I have done any mistakes in anuswar, visarga, anywhere I have done mistake, if anything has fallen short in my pronunciation, if I have exaggerated any of my pronunciations, if I have exaggerated my part, if I have left, if my part has fallen short of something, Kshamasva Parameshwara. Please forgive me, Hey Parampita Paramatma, you forgive me. Every time Kshamasva, you see the beautiful adjective Parameshwara, Narayana Namostute, because we seek forgiveness from somebody who has the capacity to forgive. He is so great that he will forgive me. You all are beautiful sadhaks. You all are devoted sadhaks. We all are seeking forgiveness from Parampita Paramatma in this entire conversation. If anything has exaggerated, if I have taken a longer time for this entire conversation, I also seek forgiveness from all you sadhaks for extra time that we have taken today. Lot of shlokas, but they're all beautiful shlokas, all very critical, important shlokas. May Shri Krishna have this, seed this bhav, put this bhav in all of us, and may we all continue this journey. See, you all have completed level 4. This is not the completion. This is a new journey that has started. This is the start of a new journey. After this, only one milestone has been achieved. This level 4 that we have completed, it is a new milestone that has been achieved. Now, after understanding this Gita Mahatmya, we all are set on a new path. On a new path, we have to set ourselves of bringing Bhagavad Gita ji in our lives. May Shri Krishna, by the means of this Gita Mahatmya, embed our life in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Let us all seek blessings of Shri Krishna ji and offer this entire conversation at lotus feet of Param Puja Gurudev and Shri Krishna himself. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Sorry again for the time that we have crossed.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much for your insightful explanation, and your melodious voice adds depth and beauty to this session, Didi. Thank you very much, Didi. Thank you and special thanks to the technical team, Vivechan team, and all our Gita Pariwar volunteers who are serving for Lord Krishna. And last but not the least, thank you all the viewers also. And this session is once again, I would like to announce the commencement of 36th batch of our L1 Gita classes starting from November 8th, 2024, with classes available in 13 languages across 21 time slots to suit your convenience time and spread this divine message to all your friends and family members and motivate them to join the classes. Now let us start question answer session. Whoever is having the
Yeah.
questions, please raise your hands.
Start with the question answer session.
And yes,
Rama Didi is.
Thank you so much, Didi. You were explaining so nicely, and we will be really missing you or not. I feel we have finished the 4 level very soon. We will be missing a lot. Please don't say sorry at all for taking time, madam. We enjoyed. Even if you have taken another 1 hour, also we will be enjoying, madam. Thanks a lot, madam. And this Gita Pathak really changed my life. I used to get irritated very fast. And now my husband was sitting next to me and he was listening to WhatsApp video. Even then I was not getting angry and I was peacefully listening to you. So it has changed a lot. Thank you very much for your excellent explanation in every respect, madam. Thank you a lot, madam.
Thank you for dedicatedly listening. And as I told, this is just a milestone. We have to continue this journey. All
Yeah,
with
definitely, madam.
everything are going to continue. Just like we have to do Gita Snana every day, like every week, you can always.
I have already entered once again for the second thing, madam, which is going to start from me. I want to learn once again.
Sure, very nice. So, a lot of
Thank you.
good wishes to you. Have a Gita my journey ahead.
Thanks a lot, Didi.
See, next, Uday Chandrika.
Uday Chandrika.
Pranam Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Devi. I have completed L4, but I am missing some of the Gita Pariwar. I have to rejoin again.
Yes, you
And
can always rejoin. See, you can go to our help portal. You can also install Learngeeta app. There is a mobile app that we have. Please install that. And you can rejoin any level, all levels. See, this is a journey which you don't have to leave at all. You have to keep doing. Asha Bhai always says, at least 18 times, Ashtadashadhyayini, we have to 18 times you join and complete. And you are already a Sevi also with us. So this is a
Yes,
journey for an entire life.
one question is there. How to enlighten our life to change in chanting the shlokas?
To what?
Enlighten our life.
Enlighten our life. See, now sun is giving a lot of light, isn't it? Can we take all the light in one go? The plants, we know they do photosynthesis and they take light to grow. Do they take all the sunlight at one go? No. Little by little, every day, because their capacity is not to take the entire sunlight in one go. Similarly, we as human beings don't have the capacity to take the entire knowledge in one go. Twist, bit by bit, bite by bite. How do we eat food? Bite by bite. Utna plate dekha do, we get scared. But bite by bite, we manage to finish the food like that. Every day, what has been said, na Gita Gangodakam Pitva. Like that, daily, small shlokas, every day, one shlok. See, you are reading, you can read 1 chapter, 2 chapter, up depending on availability of time. But one, at least, charan, one shlok, you learn in such a way that you are trying to assimilate it. Not just reading it. Read as much as you want, but at least one shlok every day. Small shlok, any like Uddared Atmana Atmanan. So one day you just decide that I will think about this shlok, and then understand that I am my own friend. I am my own Ripuratmana Atmana. Everything is like beautiful. Any shlok you pick up, whatever, and then every day 700 shlokas are there. One shlok you pick up every day and try to assimilate it. That is what is being said in Gita Mahatmya also. So every day you take one shlok and gradually. Also, this is not a thing that will happen in this one life itself. It is a gradual process. This polishing is going to happen gradually. We have just started rubbing ourselves against the Gita knowledge. Now that intellect is going to get polished gradually. So,
Okay, the last one question is there. We are memorization of the Gita Vritti to give the exam. How to memorize the shlokas to 18 adhyayas.
Very, very important. Now, memory is something, first have faith that you are going to learn it. There is always a question mark. Asamshayam, if you have samshay, then the intellect also says that this person doesn't trust me. I will also not, give the support. So first thing, we have to trust our memory. This is going to happen. Second important thing, see, when you are reading regularly, how the some songs and all you listen to, even if you don't like a song or song, but you keep listening to it all the time, it gets memorized by hearted. Like that, you have to continuously in any form. See, when you're chanting, it is fine. If you're working in the house, put all the audios or something all the time. So that others, the sound is always coming on your ears. You will not even realize when you have completed learning the shlokas. Kanthastikaran is a very natural process. It happens very, very naturally. Also, so we have to make a very conscious effort. We have to do, try to write down the shlokas, learn, one charan you learn, then another charan you learn. Now, then when you are recollecting one charan of one shlok, another charan of another shlok comes. For that, in between the connecting words also you should learn. But these small, small techniques are definitely there. But apart from that, first you should have faith. Pray every day to Shri Krishna that help me in memorizing this Bhagavad Gita, because ultimately what is going to happen? He is only giving us the intellect to learn everything. So you have to ensure every day pray to him that may this happen. And continuously, whenever possible. If you are not having a position to read, keep the audios on. Learngeeta provides you with beautiful audios. Vijayatai's audios, Suvarna Kakiji's audio. Play them simultaneously. You will get so used to it, you will not even realize when you have learned the entire Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, thank you, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Pranam to you, Sunita ji. Pranam. Jai Shri Krishna.
Ji. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. You have again muted yourself. Didi. Sunita Didi, can't hear you. Please unmute again.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate the way you have said it beautifully. I really need your guidance. Actually, I'm a very busy surgeon, and Sanskrit is a very tongue-twisting language. When I joined, I never thought that I will be able to do it, because earlier, whenever I read Gita, either I read the English translation written below or Hindi translation written below. Now, I like it, reading it in Sanskrit only, but I have never got time to revise or do practice or give any exams. Now we have completed these 4 courses. Of course, earlier also asked how to memorize. That may be, memory may be. But I just want your guidance. Should I repeat everything, or should I only attend revision classes and revise?
See, this depends on your individual choice, because I would suggest you also rejoin the classes. Why? Because we see that every day, every day when it is happening, that 40 minutes dedicatedly, we'll end up doing it. And this is one thing, every day with three shlokas, when they are memorized, what happens? First time you have learned how to read them. Second time when you go through, now you will be more having more acquaintance. Like the small example.
So you think I should rejoin from level 1 and then start?
Another thing is you can also join revision classes, or see, both are there. What suits you, you have to choose. So for some people, it depends on how much you have been able to grasp in this first journey. If you think,
I'm myself surprised. I thought I'll never be able to speak Sanskrit because for us, surgeons, it's a very difficult language. We never read it. We are always busy with our science and all.
Some people pick up very fast. They are able to chant very easily. Some people take time. So what is your comfort with Sanskrit? Depending on that, you rejoin the class, looking at your
rejoin the batch and then start memorizing from the day to day.
And Vivechan
I
sessions are
think
there
that's a good
throughout.
suggestion.
Yes,
So
and Vivechan sessions are always there. Saturday, Sunday, all 4 levels. So what will happen if you continue? Now you already can read it. When you
Right.
understand the meaning, it is easier to absorb the shlokas. Now that you know how to read and go through all the Vivechan sessions also simultaneously, this thing will be reinstated and learning
Okay.
will be easier. When, like, for instance, if you will listen to Asha Bhaiya or Kakaji's Vivechan, they will associate some story with it. Something that they tell is, it is like a, trick. Oh, cheat sheets,
Right.
hote hain na, cheat sheets to remember things in your exams. Like that, they will become. And when you say, oh, the story was told, and that some shlokas you will end up memorizing there itself. So be in touch with all the Vivechan sessions
Right.
and the revision sessions. And depending on availability, join the classes.
No, thank you so much. All of you are so dedicated. In all batches, we've got such good teachers, such good people giving the Vivechan, really amazing Pariwar. And that's how I continued. When I joined, I was not sure I'll continue beyond 3-4 classes. But I just continued to find time was very difficult for me, even 40 minutes. But then I just stuck on. So thank you so much. Thank you.
All the best to you, Didi.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Ji Mridula ji, Jai Shri Krishna, pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Didi, I have one silly question, Didi. In every chapter when we read, we said that last Om Tasya Didi, that Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā show, that we get the excuse for every mistake in chanting the chapter. मतलब teachers trainers told us in our class कि हम लोग माफी मांग ले कि हमने जो गलती की है भगवान जी से. I think so.
No.
But instead of
Acha, okay, you finish your
but instead of this that Visharka Bindu Matrami, can we use this sloka or after chanting our Parayan?
See, now Om Tat Saditi, what is being said, that is not Kshama Prarthana. Okay, it is Pushpika. There what is said, Upanishad, so what is being said is, how is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā? But Om Tat Sat is, now how the details of this Om Tat Sat, you can listen to the 17th chapter Vivechan also. Om Tat Sat it is Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, so Upanishad, so this is a part of Upanishad. It is a Brahma Vidya. It is a Yoga Shastra. So, all these adjectives of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā are mentioned in Pushpika. There nowhere the Kshama is said. Only it is mentioned that this great Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Shri Krishna and Arjuna. That is being said along with the name of the chapter and the roll number and the number of the chapter that is being mentioned. Now, this Kshama Prarthana, अरे क्षमा मांगना तो अच्छा ही है. क्षमा मांगने से छोटे तो नहीं हो जाते. Whenever you want, you can say that. That is not a problem. We should also have a bhav of kshama within us, and the Kshama Prarthana you can chant anytime. That is not an issue.
Okay. Or another question is this, Didi, in a day I chant one chapter or two chapters mostly. So how can I chant the Nyas, the full Parayan? How can...
In the beginning of the this session only, I think I said, I don't remember, but that Nyas need not be said every time you are saying. Only 2 chapters, 3 chapters, Nyas is not required. Gita in itself is very pious. You can say it without Nyas. It doesn't like for example, if something is not as in the house, there are sometimes when somebody is passed away or something, that Ashuchi period is there when we are not. In that time also, Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā is the only Granth which you can chant. That is the greatness, that is the piousness, Pavitrata of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. But when you are saying that's a Parayan, and when you are doing it as an Anushtan, when you are reading that part as an Anushtan, then we can do this Nyas. Nyas, again, I will say it is a optional process. If you are reading all 18 chapters together, then you can go through it and, we have to establish gods and do it. But it is an optional process. For 1 or 2 chapters, if you are reading, there is no need of doing the Nyas. Mahatmya is independent of this Nyas process. Mahatmya, whenever you want, you can chant. Just like that also, if you feel, because they are beautiful shlokas, you can chant. Even if you are not doing Gita part, just want to remember the Gita Maya, then also you can chant. There is no restriction on that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna Pranam. Yes, Vijaya Lakshmi Didi, Jai Shri Krishna, pranam to you.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi. Didi, in the Hridaya, in this thing, no, there is, you said Shikaya Vashat. That is,
Shikaya.
you have to put your hand on the, this thing, no?
This place where the Brahmins have that shikha, no? That choti.
Yeah, okay, at the back of the head, you mean. Okay. So for Sirasya, on the head directly.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Pranam, Jai Shri Krishna. I don't think there are any further questions.
One more announcement I would like to do, Didi.
Ji.
Please ensure your attendance. All the viewers, please ensure your attendance for L2 grammar class. Sorry, L4 grammar classes scheduled tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 p.m. Sorry, 11 a.m.
Yeah, there are some sessions at 9 a.m. also, I think. So 9 a.m.
Like English is at 9 a.m. only.
Right.
English grammar L4 grammar classes are at 9 a.m.
So you all can attend. Then,
One more.
yeah, one more hand raise is there. Bipin Chandraji. Yeah. Pranam Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna. Please unmute Bipin Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna.
ओके
Yeah.
हाँ जय श्री कृष्ण हृदयादिन्यास में कवचाई हुम सनातन इति कवचाई हुम
Yeah.
हाँ व्हाट इज दैट मीनिंग कवचाई
Kavachayahum. So we do this action as if we are wearing a kavach. That mantra, it is, see, mantras help you. See, what is the definition of mantra? Mananat trayate iti mantra. Means it is only by contemplation they will protect you. Okay, so by saying that particular mantra, we are assuming as if it is like a kavach. It is protecting us from the negative auras, it is clearing the environment around us. So kavachayahum, we are wearing it as a kavach.
So we put hand like this.
That is also, yeah, some places it is done like this, some it is done like this. Both are
Okay.
Both are
Okay, thank you.
also correct.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Pranam, Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you.
The books, there are some books which mention like this, Gita Darpan and all. Some books mention like this, some we do like this. Both are correct. Jai Shri Krishna.
Shall we attend?
I think there is one on the chat, somebody has asked what is the meaning of Atha Dhyanam. I think that is probably what is being asked. Atha means starting. What that here it starts like so that's it. Yeah. One more Vijaya Lakshmi. Jai Shri Krishna Didi, please.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Yeah. Jai Shri Krishna.
Didi, for daily Parayan, I just want to start. Can we start the Mahabharat daily Parayan also? Then which?
Yes, Mahabharat you can definitely read daily. And there's no problem.
And can you suggest a daily book Parayan so that I just want to do it?
Parayan of what, Didi?
Mahabharat daily.
Gita Press has books. So Gita Press has two versions of Mahabharat. One is a elaborate version of 5 khanda. 5 khanda
Okay.
big books.
Okay.
There in detail all 5 like with shlokas you will see 5 khanda are there. Another one is Sankshipta Mahabharat. Sankshipta is in short summary.
Yes,
Only
yes.
two books are there. 2 big books are there. Almost this thickness. 2 parts are there. Part 1, part 2. To begin with you can just go for part 1, part 2 also. The entire story without the Sanskrit shlokas is mentioned in those 2 books. All 18 Parva are completed.
The 5 books have the Sanskrit shlokas, Didi?
Yes, 5 books have the Sanskrit shlokas also.
And in the 5 books, along with the Sanskrit shlokas, do they give the meaning in the English below?
Everything is there. Yes, meaning also there.
Thank you so much, Didi.
There were 5 khandas, or you can buy the 2 Sankshipta one also.
2 khandas also Sanskrit only, no? Sanskrit followed by English.
No, 2 khandas only Hindi, or I think it is available in English, Telugu, all languages, even regional languages it is available, but it has only the story, not Sanskrit.
Okay.
The story is there.
For shlokas, you need to go to the 5 books.
Ji Didi. For shlokas,
Thank you.
khanda.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Yeah, Pranam Rama Didi, Jai Shri Krishna.
Sorry to disturb you once again. Actually, I wanted to ask you, madam, in ours they say we should not read Mahabharat at home. We will start fighting with family members. Is it true? We should read only Ramayana and Gita, but not Mahabharat.
This is a very beautiful question you asked, and it is very important that everybody should know the answer to this. This is a myth. It has been spread by people who know that Mahabharat is a Vijay Grantha. Do you know what is the name of this Grantha? It is Jai, means the one who keeps Mahabharat. Forget about reading it. The person who keeps Mahabharat in their house and worships it, they will also always be victorious. That is the greatness of Mahabharat. Now, people knew that if everybody starts reading Mahabharat, these Sanatanis will become victorious everywhere. That is why they put this myth everywhere that you do Mahabharat, there will be. They are the ones who don't have enough knowledge of Mahabharat. Mahabharat has 5 Pancharatnas. There are you need Vishnu Sahasranam we read. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā we read. Learngeeta. All these things are coming from where? They all come from Mahabharat. Mahabharat is an ocean of knowledge. It is what is being said about Mahabharat. In the world, there is nothing present. Everything present in the world is present in Mahabharat. There is a possibility what is present in Mahabharat might not be existing elsewhere, but everything that exists elsewhere comes in Mahabharat. We can go on and on about this might of Mahabharat. Everybody should read, understand Mahabharat. As Swamiji always says, even Bhagavad Gita, you will understand properly with the perspective of Mahabharat in your mind. Only when we know, when our Bhishma Drona Trata we know, when we are saying how dangerous this water was, to understand that character of Jayadratha, if you know, you will understand it even more better. From the perspective of Mahabharat, when it is heard, the Gita also becomes much more understandable. So very, very important. And what Jnaneshwar Mauli also says about Mahabharat is immensely great. It is a grantha of enlightenment. So everybody should read Mahabharat. Okay.
Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you so much.
And I'll go one step ahead. Swamiji does Mahabharat Katha every year. He has also mentioned that people who have worshipped Mahabharat on a regular basis, they have seen lot of progress in their lives, success in their business also. So you can use it as an Anushthan also.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much, Didi.
And more details you can ask sometime Ashubhaya. He has done great abhyas of Mahabharat. You can always, in his Vivechans, he tells good stories from Mahabharat also. More details you ask him.
Because we have only seen Mahabharat on TV, Didi, because they have never
That
allowed.
is all made up Mahabharat there. Karna, we read all. Leave all that. Read the original. Now you all are good sadhaks. You all have great patience. You all are mighty sadhaks. We don't need to see anybody else's interpretation of Mahabharat. You directly read it from the Gita press books.
Thank you so much, Didi.
Pranam, Dr. Setuji, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Excellent presentation. I really loved the way you presented. Yes. We, like a group of us from Gita Pariwar only, we are chanting on every Ekadasi. We are doing this 18 Adhyayas. Every Ekadasi we do. We are not doing the Nyasa. Is it okay? We are starting with Parthaya and Shantakaram, Yam Brahma we do, and then we go on with the chapters. Is that okay, Didi?
That is also okay. It is okay. As I told you, Nyasa is optional. It is okay.
I just wanted to confirm. Thank you so much.
It is always better to do it with Nyas if you're sitting at one place and doing, but even if you are not able to do it, it's fine. Not a problem.
Yeah, we are doing in temple actually. So I just wanted to confirm again.
Your aura is good. If you have time.
Venugopala temple. I actually belong to Udupi, so we are also regularly doing in Krishna Matha. We have an excellent Gita Mandir there. We're doing there also. We are really blessed to belong to Gita Pariwar that manner, and also we are in a place where Lord Krishna is residing. So we are so blessed that way. Thanks. Your presentation was very nice, Didi. Thank you so much.
Neeru Didi, pranam to you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Very nice interpretation we have heard from your mouths, Didi. Just my question is, as the Gita Parayan is coming on our online program. So my question is, morning it starts very early, sometimes 6 or 7. So without taking bath, we can just hear it. We can take part.
I see. Gita is a grantha where this Shuchi, see it, even if like we discussed sometime back, right? Even if somebody is passed away, what Adhyaya we say? 15th chapter. That time we are not in a very pious state, isn't it? We don't do Bhagwan ki puja, we don't do worship at that time and all.
Yeah.
But we can still read the 15th chapter. Bhagavad Gita is so divine that is fine. Preferably, it should be done in a Shuchi way. But if due to some
that we are always, we are always used to, but without snana,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If due to some health reasons, due to this,
I'm asthmatic.
Yeah, that is why if you're not in a position to, then nothing to worry. You can chant like that, because in winters, early morning, if you're taking bath and all, it becomes a problem. Then you can listen. You can chant also. That's also not an issue.
Achha. Thank you so much, Devi. Thank you so much.
Jai Shri Krishna. Very nice. Thank you. Very.
Let us end.
Yeah, we can end it.
Okay. Now let us end this session with the prayer. So for the prayer, I would like to call Arun Rathore ji. Bhaiya resides in Delhi and engineer by profession. Bhaiya is a skillful flute player. Bhaiya joined in Gita Pariwar in April 2023. Bhaiya is the trainer of L1, L2 and L3 batches. I kindly request Bhaiya to do the ending prayer, and I request our esteemed sadhaks to remain for the recitation of Hanuman Chalisa.
Jai Shri Krishna to everyone. Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समबाई सहस बदन तुम रोज सकावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम वारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान झूलावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है पर जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय
हनुमान की जय. Jai Shri Krishna. Bhargavi Didi, thank you so much for your very pleasant presence throughout the